Alright guys, so here we have the computer. To access the battery so we can remove it, we have to remove the screws here, which helps us unlock the casing. So there should be 2, 4, 6 small screws and 4 larger screws here for the deeper part of the laptop. So you can use a Phillips head screwdriver for these screws. And once you have those screws removed, you can go to the next part, which is taking out the case. So once the screws are removed, you can use something thin, hopefully not too sharp so you don't scratch that much of your computer. You find an edge where you can see that the excuse me, that the clips come off. For example here, you can see a little small opening, and then you can work your way around the entire laptop like that. Remember, it should always make unclipping sounds. So be firm once again, but not too aggressive, because these are delicate devices. You may need the assistance of a few tools when doing the heavier parts here at the back, but with just the right amount of fidgeting, the whole thing should be able to come off. Before you take off the LCD screen, it's always recommended to take the battery off. And with the Lenovo Y530-15ICH, or I'm assuming all Lenovo's Y530s, there's 5 pins. One here, one here, one here, one here, and last one over here. So once you remove all those screws, you should take the battery pack off. Alright, now the best way to take this off is you first take the battery, you move it to an edge, and then you carefully pull on the wires to remove this. All you gotta do is pull the wires. You don't need to unclip anything. All you gotta do is gently wiggle it out of there and pull the wires. Just like that. So now we have to remove the tape here on the sides. So you can use one of these tweezers. You can simply pinch the tape off. So now I've removed the other side of tape that was across up here. So now as you can see, the screen is right in front of us. This is the defective one. The manufacturer may have placed a sticker right here. All you have to do is peel this off. Now, there's a little golden latch there that you have to remove, and that allows you to then remove the plug. As you saw there, and now you can just pull it, and it comes off. Then you can take the old screen off and put the new one on. Alright guys, so now here's the new screen. All we're going to do is take the connector from the laptop and put it right into this connector right here for the new screen. Should be nice and snug. Make sure it does a little tiny click. And then you press down on the latch, and that should secure the pin. You should hear the click for there as well. Alright, so now we have the new screen here. You can use any double-sided tape. All you have to do is put a good amount here on the screen, or you can put it on the laptop itself, and then once it's ready, you can put it on. And now we have to re-put the battery on. So all you gotta do is put the groove right into the connector there. You just gotta push it in. There's no clipping, no hinging, All you gotta do is push it in, and it should stay right there. And after that, of course, you gotta put the screws back. Remember, there's 5. Each one of them has a nice specific location. And once you're done that, you'll be able to turn your screen on and make sure it works. So once the screws are in, you can put this case back on. Make sure you put the case on properly. Just like the bezel, it should make clicking sounds when going back in. Everything should adjust nicely, just like that. Press on it firmly, but don't be too aggressive, as this casing is also rather fragile. So there are specific screws for each section. Normally, this is the heavier part, so these screws are a bit longer. Alright guys, so now with the screen taped on, we can get the little plastic bezel and clip it back on. It's quite simple. Don't be too hard because this bezel is very fragile, so if you pull or push too hard, it will crack and break, and it's annoying. It should snap all the way in. Every little part should snap. So when you're done, it should be nice and smooth. There shouldn't be any bumps or clips extruding from the screen. So now it's done, you can try it, put it on and test it. And you can see it works.